I'm Megan Skidmore, and welcome to the Beyond the Shadow of Doubt. I'm a woman, daughter, sister, spouse, mother, life coach, and person of faith on a mission to normalize asking questions and allowing doubts on a faith journey and all aspects of life. Join me as I bring this traditionally taboo topic out of the shadows of shame and into the light. I firmly believe we normalize through more talking and engaging in discussion. More talking peels back, exposes, and erases the layers of shame associated with asking questions and allowing doubts. When we are more authentic about our journey, we are more powerful because shame has no power in the face of authenticity. Beyond the Shadow of Doubt is a proud member of the Dialogue Podcast Network, which is part of the Dialogue Journal found at dialoguejournal.com/podcast. Founder Eugene England was a Mormon writer, teacher, and scholar who wrote, "My faith encourages my curiosity and awe. It thrusts me out into relationship with all creation and encourages me to enter into dialogue. My hope is that this podcast is an extension of that vision." First Friday's free coaching, a confidential group to bring all the questions, vent frustrations, share fears, express doubts. Navigating a new and uncertain reality is hard enough. Let's remove the worry of judgment from others. In this group, I will help you help yourself so that you can be there for your child, family, loved ones, and for you too. Click the link in the show notes to sign up. You must complete the agreement. Welcome, everyone, to today's episode of Beyond the Shadow of Doubt. I explore what it means to be or feel grounded. If you go back to episode 103, I do part one of this concept. So today I explore what does it mean to feel or be grounded and why is grounding important? And to kind of give you an idea of how I view this, I'm going to use a real life example. Whenever you're building a home or any type of dwelling that is going to need electricity, the use of electrical grounding will be absolutely necessary. So of course you're going to hire an electrician to do that work because done incorrectly could be hazardous or disastrous. So electrical grounding is the process of directing excess electricity to the ground via a wire. It's known as a grounding wire and is an essential safety component in most electrical systems. The grounding wire will discharge excess electricity safely to the ground so that it doesn't cause injuries or fires. And I'll quote the source in my show notes. Additionally, in electronic circuit theory, a ground, quote unquote, is usually idealized as an infinite source which can absorb an unlimited amount of current without changing its potential. So I propose to you that our emotions are a form of energy. Perhaps you heard the phrase, energy in motion are our emotions that we feel in our body. Energy needs a container within which to grow or change. Some examples of that would be our human physical body. That's a container that holds energy, in motion, our emotions. A relationship between two people is another container where you can feel energy, or even several relationships that are connected, a family relationship, perhaps a community of some sort, a faith community, a neighborhood community, and so on, or even a coaching group that's made up of a coach and at least two participants. Now, sometimes these containers or groups or relationships are chosen. Other times we could say they're assigned, so to speak. Now, energy shows up in the form of our emotions resulting from interactions, either with others or within ourselves. And at times this energy can build up over time, or other times it might come in a large quantity all at once. Perhaps certain words or phrases or events can be like a switch and it can trigger that emotion. This energy is good in that it can teach us or direct us to what needs attention in our lives, or what needs care, or where we might need to pause and take a closer look. Now, a key component of this analogy, of this concept that I'm talking about, at least in my opinion, is that the responsibility of this energy, the feelings, the emotions, the expressing of it and directing of it, is that of the individual or individuals within the container. So that could be on a singular level, that could be on a group level. That which is contained, the energy that we feel within our physical being, is ours and ours alone. And that which is contained or felt within the relationship or group resides in the collective individuals, without assignment coming from one to another or vice versa. That's just kind of a longer way to say we're responsible for our own energy. So similar to the grounding wire example I used, and that grounding wire being directed to the literal ground or earth, or a place that is an infinite source to absorb charge, a place that can absorb an unlimited amount of current without changing its potential, we can learn to create and access that grounding wire within ourselves. We can create a place where we can channel or safely release whatever extra or excess energy, remember emotion, energy and motion, that fills our container. So to ground oneself could include a variety of practices, some of which could be intentional breathing exercises, regular journaling, or another way of journaling is a thought download that has a specific purpose. I can talk about that if you choose to jump on a call with me. A thought download can lead to self-coaching. Excuse me for my alarm. I'm headed to the airport shortly. Meditation is another way to release. Guided meditation, which is different from individual meditation. You're listening to an external source guide you through a meditation. Yoga, somatic exercises, regular check-ins, and that can include with a therapist or a life coach or some other practitioner. Raising awareness of your energy vibration, including your resting phase or heightened or triggered, right? Those are two different ways of experiencing that energy vibration. And by extension, learning the specific things that may trigger a higher energy response. Grounding yourself really is a way of learning about your nervous system and how it responds and how to regulate it. Our sympathetic nervous system and parasympathetic nervous system are both important, and each serves a very different purpose. One isn't better, they just have different roles. Now that's a topic for an entirely different episode, and I will address that in the future. But for now, because of the personal work that I am doing and the work that I do with clients, I know when I'm not grounded. I know when I have excess energy that needs to go someplace in a safe way. And better still, I'm equipped to do what is needed, or I'm becoming equipped. I don't know that there's ever a single point of arrival, but I'm becoming equipped to do what is needed to shift the energy within my container, my physical being, my person, to a place through that grounding wire, to a place of feeling grounded. In other words, release that excess energy in a safe way to a source with infinite capacity to absorb that excess energy. If you would like to explore what that looks like or feels like for you in your life, I invite you to jump on a complimentary chat with me. There's no expectations. There's more information found in my show notes, or just shoot me an email at hello@meganskidmorecoaching.com. And until next time, thanks for joining. Hopeful Spaces is a Dallas Hope Charities component of Hopeful Discussions, sponsored by Mercedes-Benz Financial Services USA. It's a free monthly parent, ally, or caregiver support group facilitated by Megan Skidmore Coaching. Email chc@dallashopecharities.org for more info. Visit meganskidmorecoaching.com to find this podcast and additional free resources, including the link for a complimentary coaching session. Follow me on Facebook or Instagram for more, or to send me a DM. Help the podcast grow. Please follow, review, and share with a friend.